Hey, what's up, guys? So I had the awesome opportunity to fly home with a Major League Baseball player the other day. It was pretty awesome. And this guy played Major League Baseball for 13 years now. He has his own show on the MLB Network, and we got talking about brands and building brands and how do players build their brands. And he said something to me that just resonated like crazy, kind of punched me straight across the face. And then then the same sort of message showed up again the next day. And then my wife asked me this amazing question that really had me thinking. And so anyway, let me go back. So Mark DeRosa says to me, the way players build huge brands is by actually getting on base first, hitting their first home run, hitting their first grand slam, and working and building from there. And that's when they start to get people's attention. And that's when they start to build a brand. But you can't build a brand without putting in that work first, without building something of your own first, because that gives you the legs to stand on. And that builds your credibility and your trust and the authority that you have. Without that, you're just talk. And a lot of people just like to talk rather than do. There was back in high school, there was this saying, it was show and prove. Show and prove. When you made a statement, people would say, show and prove. And that stuck with me for years, that statement. So then fast forward, yesterday, me and my wife were driving down the street, driving to Home Depot, and I throw on YouTube and watching some Gary Vee videos, and Gary Vee's on Z100, and he's talking about the same concept. How there's people out there that never built a business in their life for themselves or anyone else, but they're coaching people on how to build businesses. Like, what? So you got to put in the work first. You got to have something to show, or else you're just words. So my wife asked me a question after the video. She goes, you spent 10 years building your brand, but I never really hear you talk about it. Like, don't you think people want to know, like, how you built your brand to where it was? Or to where it is now, I should say. It's come a long way, believe me. If I showed you some early works, man, you'd laugh. You would laugh your ass off. But you got to start somewhere, right? But she asked me that question. She says, why don't you talk about that? You need to talk about that more. And when you talk about that, you start to get people interested in what it is you do. And now you actually have some credibility there because you're showing them what you did and how you built what you built. And again, now you have legs to stand on. Now you have some credibility because you actually did it. So before you go out there and start teaching and coaching and doing all that stuff, trying to make money on that, make sure you did the work yourself first. And you showed and you proved. And that'll take you a hell of a lot further in life, business, and everything else.